একই বৃত্তে দুটো কুসুম, লজ্জা লাগে না? গান্ডে পিণ্ডে আপনি এই মুহূর্তে লিখবেন, গান্ডে পিণ্ডে ভারতের খাবেন, ভারতের ফুটো করে বেরিয়ে যান যদি আপনার মনে হয় আপনি সেকুলার। আর আবার আবার জবাব চাইছে বাংলা থেকে বেরিয়ে যান, কাল দেশ থেকে বেরিয়ে যান। This kind of
This channel does not promote any violence, harmful or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
There are 2 FIRs filed, and I argued briefly before your lordship that both those FIRs do not disclose any offence. But as a preliminary, before we go to that submission, whether the offence is disclosed or not under the new sections corresponding to 153A, etc., that there are multiple FIRs filed, and the AG was supposed to make a statement about how many FIRs they are filed and whether they can all be consolidated together.
166 is Mayuk's matter.
Yeah. 166, by the way, Manoj, is the
166 is ARG, 168 is Mayuk.
I'm also in 168, which refers to the anchor. The filed by the anchor is the petitioner, Mayuk Ghosh.
1037.
So, there are your lordship said last time that would be on a consideration of Kedarnath and so on the first aspect, whether the offence is disclosed. But the preliminary point was whether the learned AG was consenting that all this should be, all the FIRs, since they arise on the same cause of action and the same utterances of Mr. Mayuk Ghosh,
In terms of
that they should all be clubbed together.
in terms of
Once that is done, once that preliminary stage is done, then we can argue on merits regarding the 482 aspect, whether an offence is disclosed or not.
Yes, Mr. Have you got
the alternative submission of my learned friend should be the fundamental submission. If he does not make out a case, then the question of having investigation doesn't arise. Or Miller consolidating all the cases and investigated by one officer. Now, please have a look to Miller the prayers in 166.
Where is 166?
166, we are not preparing as ARG.
At page 27, prayer B is deployment of special forces at their office.
168.
This is at page 27. Prayer B.
Yeah, 163 we had asked for protection. 166 we had asked for protection.
Prayer C is explain safety and security of life and property of the petitioner and officials. Prayer D is respondent number 5 to disclose, furnish information regarding the FIR's lodged complaints under inquiry as against the petitioner number 1 and its officials. E is
Protection month.
lodgement of first information reports against the petitioners, etc., emanating from the recent violence of such and such. Then mandamus preventing illegal arrest of the officials so and so on issues relating to coverage such and such. Then complaint of 27/4/25 as FIR and direct investigation in so and so by a centralized agency. Then Sashorai, etc. Now, this appears to be the first prayer. Now, the first prayer is in the first petition. Now, if my learned friend's case is that it does not disclose a cognizable offence on a bare perusal of the FIR, then everything must come to an end over here. Let him demonstrate before this court that the FIR does not disclose any cognizable offence. We'll be very happy not to investigate.
No, but then you have already lodged, I believe, 2 FIRs are being
Yes.
challenged.
4. Millard, we have, pursuant to your lordship's earlier direction, Millard, we have tried to find out what are the cases which is registered against Mr. Moik Ranjan Ghosh and Republic Mamla, that is ARG outlier.
Outlier. এটা কি নাম কি ARG outlier নাকি what is the name?
The ARG outlier is the company's name, and I think in that the prayer, as my learned friend has read out, is only that there should be protection granted in view of the threats to demolish the office, to come and beat up the anchor, and so on and so forth. I think those are concerned with
that he has said already on the first date. That assurance has been given.
Nothing has happened also.
Nothing will happen to the
Manoj, I don't know about, is there anything else, Mr. Sandeepan? Manoj, can tell us whether there's anything else left in that petition? Because I was not there when that petition was filed. That is 166.
My lord, if my learned friends' clients are informed of the cases pending against them, my lord, which I've handed up to the court, I can hand up to my learned friend here, so that they can take appropriate steps in the respect.
My writ petitions, the offences
We
are
are aware of 1, 3, and 4 because in the first matter we had text the 35(3) notice of
ঠিক আছে Malda Cyber PS case number 9 also. 8. 9 is not related to your case.
যেটা চলছে ARG apply.
So there, presently, so far as your office's information is concerned, there are 4 cases. Mr. Dotto, there are presently, according to your information, there are 4 cases. There are 4 cases. Now, who?
Police station. I've not even seen those 2 FIRs. You only have 2 FIRs.
So, Manoj, may I suggest this?
My order. I will put this in my order. That would be much more.
Yes, so let them furnish us a copy of the, because we have only dealt with 2 FIRs in our writ petition. If there are 4, let them give us copies of those FIR. We will add them to our petition and I will argue it tomorrow. I have no difficulty.
You have 3 FIRs already with you. Only 1 is
2
not,
FIRs.
according to Mr. Ganguly.
You have 2.
I don't know. Mr. Ganguly is better informed. I have to bow to him, sir.
Have 2 only.
You said 1,
2.
4.
No, 3 we had annexed the 35(3), but that FIR is not with us. Now that related to Malda crime number 3, 9.
9.
In
So
the
we have-
meantime, you consolidate in one place.
You've got some other allegations.
Uh,
See anything, you want me to go blind? Don't do all this shit.
Mr. Dotto, just suggest one centralized office.
We have taken instruction.
Yes.
IC Vidhannagar Cyber, because yes, he can undertake the investigation. But Miller,
In all the cases.
in all the cases, but no, kindly do not pass any
I'm not-
interim order.
I'm only just centralizing the things.
Very good.
In our favor.
Huh?
That statement is being continuing by the blood that particular unscrupulous man.
That I will come to.
But I'm setting interim order in my matter because they're still continuing with the offense. Let him demonstrate whether it's offense or not, whether the basic structure of the constitution has been hit.
I will come on my. Let your case is from Vidhannagar only. Yes, sir. So Vidhannagar as submitted on behalf of the state. First, let all these FIRs come to the inspector in charge, Cybercrime Police Station, Vidhannagar. That is what all the FIRs be
Yes.
sent to the inspector in charge, Cybercrime Police Station, Vidhannagar, who will investigate the cases which are presently known to this court and subsequently registered.
Anything
Yes.
will happen subsequently also, let it be informed to that police station.
That is what I am wanting. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Then we'll be dealing one by one. Your cases of Vidhannagar only.
And Lordship, another thing, court should also direct them to restrict their voice. Kindly, language.
I'm coming to.
This should be. Because if they're continuing with it, it has a ripple effect.
I see.
Hostile labeling. that
I
makes it secular, You kindly go out of the country.
Just 1 minute, sir.
Hostile
If
labeling.
it's a penal offense, it's a penal offense.
I see Vidhannagar Cybercrime Police. What is the exact designation?
But IC Vidhannagar Police Station Cyber. Vidhannagar Cyber Crime PS. Milord, in the statement that I have given, there your lordship will find word against serial number 1. Vidhannagar PS,
Cyber
Cyber Crime PS.
PS. Yes. এটা যে পান তো আছেই, তাহলে ওখানে সবাই চলে যাবে। What is that period actually which can be referred to subject matter so far as the other cases are concerned, so that there is no dispute subsequently?
Milord, for the present, your lordship may, Milord, in
No,
these cases,
relating to the incidents of Murshidabad, what should I state?
but
Something
I-
must be referred to,
which-
otherwise it will be very difficult. Jeopardize.
The problem is not.
Just
Milord,
Milord,
this is a big problem. What happens is that in these kinds of cases, Milord, I have an unrestricted access to the public through media. Every day I can say whatever I want. So your lordship cannot consolidate
No, the
issue
period-
based.
No, already these cases,
Therefore,
cases,
yes, therefore my suggestion was
certain, I mean, downloads regarding a subject matter or a particular statement used by the anchor was highlighted as a foundation of all the cases, basically. Now, that must be for a particular period of time, 1 week or
Milord, it is not that only one anchor, Milord, is responsible for it. The Bhaskar, কি নাম? Bhaskar Bosu are, and the rest were the panelists. But could I say this, Milord? May I suggest this? For the present, let these 4 cases be handed over to this gentleman. Let him in the investigation. In any other, Milord, perpetrating act that would be looked into later on.
A word of caution may be pronounced from
Because
Any other perpetrating act? I mean, the act is already perpetrated.
any Milord law which can prevent them. The law is there, but it is violated, and nobody is there to Milord implement it.
chalo, these are একটা 40 বাজে।
Another aspect, Lordship.
Just no more now, sir, before the vacation.
Lordship, that Kedarnath's test, whether it is satisfying that test or not, is important because Lordship, somebody will say that overthrow the constitution, change the constitution. It's very easy to pronounce this kind of statements in India, my lord. But if this court doesn't come to in aid of the people who are secular, then
Where is your office actually? Nearby only. Office is nearby only.
Yes, it's Salt Lake.
Nearby only. Chale.
কাছে।
Cyber crime is where? At the stadium or in the Vidhannagar side or Vidhannagar North Police Station? এই দুটোই জায়গা আছে।
হ্যাঁ, এই কোথায় রে? তুই বল না। তোর তো থাকিস Salt Lake। কোথায়? এসে?
কি বলছে গাঙ্গুলিও জানে না।
করুণাময়। At করুণাময়।
ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা,
না নিউ টাউন থেকে তো করুণাময়
housing complex
inside that. I have not seen it.
now a new police station is at the basement of a nursing home also. Bangalore. One by just one part by part, let me do it. আচ্ছা, একটা কমন অর্ডার আপাতত করো। আচ্ছা, it has been informed on behalf of the state that presently there are 4 cases being, এই নাম্বারগুলো দিয়ে দেবে, হ্যাঁ, এই যে কেস রেফারেন্সটা, which is to the knowledge, which is to the best of their knowledge. All the cases be transmitted to the 1 নম্বরে আছে to the Bidhannagar Cyber Crime Police Station উপরে 1 নম্বরটা, to the Bidhannagar Cyber Crime Police Station case number 41/20, to the same investigating officer, or they will take a decision.
Your lordship may refer it to the IC, let him take a decision.
আচ্ছা, কি বললাম? To Bidhannagar Cyber Crime Police Station, full stop. The inspector in charge of Bidhannagar Cyber Crime Police Station will take a decision. act of allotment of investigation of the cases একটা আমরেদাতে এলো এবার নেক্সট হচ্ছে হিয়ারিং এখন হবে না আমি বলে দিচ্ছি হ্যাঁ virtual mode you end the investigation
Why you are waiting?
virtual mode attend the investigation that go on sir. I'm not interfering with the investigation nothing else.
I say this,
Uh,
kindly do not give this privilege to me.
Yes.
Tomorrow I will come and ask for the same prayer.
no but then one thing sir
What happened is in Miller, Supreme Court in one matter, Rekha something, I don't know, I forget the name.
Roshni Vishwas.
Roshni Biswas.
Due to COVID, there was some difficulty. The Supreme Court permitted that lady to join virtually, and that is though an interim order or an interim arrangement. This is cited as a precedent.
you tell me once a month he will attend see if
No,
there are
don't
certain
have any pleasure in asking anybody, a person to
no
come
no
to
when
the
it
police
goes
station.
from lawyers to police psychology is different sir.
Yes.
I'm not
I mean, once in a month, very,
once in a month
or once in a fortnight.
Fortnight.
দিনে কাজ করবে কখন লোক?
The
বলতে চান
investigation
কোথাকার?
will be delayed also.
virtually he'll be available physically once in a month
Very.
I'm a little lost to understand why they want his presence in the police station because everything is up as per his utterances.
Not our
What he's uttered is not denied.
all
This
these
is only this prayer is only meant to harass a citizen. That's all. Because really speaking, what is the need for
And he'll say that he's harassed.
let me
Nature of the statute.
let me wrap up. It's all already. Let me wrap up, Mr. Jetmalani. I'm just giving an opportunity to the state. I'll modify the order subsequently when it comes to the stage of
If
hearing.
required, your lordship,
Ah.
they can come to this.
So what I am doing is this: for the timing, virtually he'll be available within 48 hours of notice. All these are of below 7 years, though. তাহলে তো চিন্তা
all are below 7? There are 3 years, most of them.
most of them হ্যাঁ তাহলে একটা লিখে দাও the petitioners would be available would make themselves available in virtual mode within a period of 48 hours after a notice under section 35(3) of the BNSS is served upon them.
We'll provide the email address.
আচ্ছা আর একটা হচ্ছে যে আরেকটা দিয়ে দাও if required for physical appearance once in a month the petitioner will make himself available.
Your lordship be kind enough to fix it. 12 to 3. Otherwise,
I am directing I cannot take away all the powers of the investigating officer. Once in a month with a time specified by the investigating. I cannot take up all the onus.
time specified by
কি বললাম?
It will not be president.
The petitioner will be ill. They're physically available once in a month to the investigating officer of the case. Full stop. The investigating officer will specify the time period for such presence. আর কি আছে?
But only one kindly add one line. In view of the peculiarity of the case, this order is being passed.
Yes.
Otherwise, every day
Everybody
someone will come and show this.
No.
Kindly record.
This order will not act as precedent in other cases.
Correct, all right. No difficulty.
Because this will multiply also. There is a grievance. There are every angles. I'm here, Shiva.
by reference to
কি দিয়ে দাও ওটা কি দিচ্ছিল
where the Honorable Supreme Court,
এটা কত নম্বর?
where the Honorable Supreme Court has restrained whether
Sure, আমি
that's
আছি।
a condition that whether it's such
আচ্ছা
ওই মামলা আমি নেই।
আচ্ছা
হয়ে গেল তো।
তুমি আছো?
Sir, on head speeches without affidavits, I'm not going to take a decision. I've got to end.
নাম দিয়ে দিয়েছেন।
was passed, the order was passed so that the condition was imposed. That this cannot continue. Well, can kindly come to paragraph
Four.
Paragraph. Which page?
In brief.
Whole of the petition. book.
Uh,
The main thing.
He comes to the hearing on behalf of the applicant. After hearing the learned CJ comes to the learned solicitor and here the that the following order may be passed. Why don't we kindly follow this? We record the submission of appearing on behalf of the Maharashtra. If permission is applied to Sakal Hindu Samaj for holding contemplated meeting on 5th February 2023 and if permission is it will be subject to the conditions that nobody will make any hate speech in defined law. This is an interim order in disturbing the public order.
No, this public order pursuant to the telecast being done, no material is before me now. How can I?
Para 4 of the petition. Para 4.
What he says.
Para 4.
Once again, my lord.
Para 4.
He says, একই বৃত্তে দুটো কুসুম লজ্জা লাগে না গান্ডে পিঠে আপনি এই মুহূর্তে গিলবেন গান্ডে পিঠে ভারতের খাবেন ভারতের খালাফুটো করে বেরিয়ে যান যদি আপনার মনে হয় আপনি সেকুলার আর আবার জবাব চাইছে বাংলা থেকে বেরিয়ে যান কাল দেশ থেকে বেরিয়ে যান this kind of hostile labeling this was filing into some hostile labeling.
What is the offense?
He's attacking the
Very moralistic view.
No. Wait, it definitely falls under 353. 353 of BNS.
What is the two group?
Secular and anti-secular.
Secular and secular.
What pseudo-secular?
Or pseudo-secular and secular.
Versus anti-seculars like
Yours is which one? 9915.
9915. Yes, 9915.
167. Item 167.
997.
Sanjay Mondal to? Huh? 167 item.
Deal with that, sir. Because this is a part which you have taken out until whole of the dialect which was in the background is taken into account.
No, let that be directed to be produced. Let that be directed to be produced.
This is under
Yes. Let the entire transcript be directed to be produced.
Application asking for registration of the FIR. It has been done.
Not just that, my lord.
Animal jumping.
আর নয় দুটো বাসে চললো
have a calculating intent. At the grassroots level, the people are being influenced by this kind of speech.
My lord.
And therefore, the press needs to be gagged.
Nobody has any right.
Press
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এদিকে নাও alright let's come to the আচ্ছা কেন কি হয়েছে you all right do you have a whole of the coverage with you, sir? No, in a hard copy. I want to just you just exchange amongst yourselves regarding the correctness of the same. I'm giving directions for affidavits on them. Do you want to file a supplementary affidavit? Then I'm keeping these separately because this has got nothing to do with those two matters. I'm keeping it to be mentioned on next week. In the meantime, you write down the whole of the thing in the pen drive. Then I will give direction for affidavits. Then I will proceed in accordance with law, sir. Yes, for the time being, Mr. Jetmalani, we are closed.
Obliged, sir. I'm obliged.